practice is called the mist in the valley, and it's the practice on emptiness. Begin by finding a stable and comfortable posture. Also lengthening your spine, relaxing your shoulders, allowing your chest to open. Finding a posture that best supports your practice. And then forming an intention for this practice, which is to connect to that part of us that is always at peace, always free, always fundamentally okay. And connecting to motivation, which is our sincere wish to bring benefit to ourselves, bring benefit to others. And then bringing our attention to the breathing. And notice that when you pay attention to your breathing, it naturally deepens. So feeling the breath in the body, allowing it to naturally deepen. Feeling your abdomen rise as you breathe in, feeling it fall as you breathe out. And at this stage of the practice, we have breathing as a light focal support, an anchor for our attention. So whenever our mind drifts away into thinking, simply noticing it, not judging this, gently refocusing on the breathing with an awareness of our body as a whole, resting on the seat or cushion. Mind resting in the body, body resting on the ground, attention lightly focused on the breathing. And now once the mind begins to settle and we are less carried away by thought, let breathing move to the background and become part of your overall experience. And now resting in the midst of your experience in this moment. What this means is you stay grounded in the body, but open your awareness to include everything that's occurring for you now. What you can see, what you can hear, thoughts and emotions, sensations in the body. See if you can open to all of your experience in this moment, not blocking anything. And simply resting in the midst of your experience right now. So if you notice pain or tension in the body, if you become aware of certain emotions or feelings, see if you can lean towards these. Gently say yes to them. Allow them. And then rest in the space of allowing, while remaining rooted in your body that is supported by the ground beneath. Once you're settled in the practice of open awareness or resting in the midst, we move on to the emptiness part of the practice. So here, notice how there's always a unique feeling state occurring within you in this moment. You're always feeling something at an emotional level that's reflected in your body in some way. It might be boredom, agitation, anxiousness, also maybe joy, well-being. Now, can you detect where this feeling state going on for you right now came from? Often we think that we can, that if we look more closely, it's not so easy. It's a bit like a mist that rolls into a valley. And which arises due to many causes and conditions. And it's not like we can track that mist rolling into our valley from another. Similarly with emotions and mind states, they just appear. Once again, coming back to resting in the midst of your experience in this moment. And can you sense where this feeling state, what you are feeling right now, can you identify where it's happening? Is it taking place in a particular part of the body? If so, where? And see if you can hone in on exactly what you're feeling and where you feel it. You might notice this is not so easy because feeling states are very elusive, ephemeral, changing moment by moment. One moment we feel them in one part of the body, then maybe somewhere else. Or even in the particular part of the body we feel them, they're always changing subtly. This is a bit like a mist in the valley. It's clearly there. When you try to find its borders and edges, you can't really. And if you try to take hold of it, you just grab thin air. But still, the mist is there. So the same applies to emotions and mind states. And once again, coming back to resting in the midst of your experience in this moment. Grounded in the body, open to your experience of emotion and feeling in this moment. And now this particular emotional feeling state that we are exploring, can you notice where it goes to? Does it make a distinct departure, like somebody leaving a room, or the mist moving on to another valley? Or does it maybe just subtly change and maybe morph into another feeling? If we look closely, our inner feeling world is not really tangible. We can't exactly identify where things come from. We can't exactly identify where they are when we feel them. And we can't exactly identify where they go. And this again is like a mist in a valley. One moment is there, next moment conditions change and it vanishes. So this is a key instruction on emptiness. We try to see for ourselves how we can't pinpoint or take hold of inner experience in any tangible way. Thoughts, emotions, feelings, they arise by themselves, they change by themselves, and they move through us by themselves. What's it like to just step back and let this process happen? Just resting in the midst of our experience. Allowing things to arise by themselves, change by themselves, move through us by themselves. Just like a mist that appears in the valley. While it's there, it's intangible, we can't take hold of it. And then it vanishes. Just resting in the midst of our experience in this moment. Not grasping at what arises, not pushing away what arises. Just letting things come and go in their own way. Whenever we notice ourselves being lost in thinking, bringing breathing to the foreground as a light focal support. To help us regain presence. When the mind drifts into thinking, we notice that, return to the breathing, with an awareness of our whole body resting. And when our mind settles again, dropping back into the practice of resting in the midst. then finishing with a short dedication, making the wish that through practicing like this, we cultivate the power of awareness with compassion at its heart, making the wish that we can bring this into our lives and touch the lives of others in ever widening circles.